I don't know about you, but it's extremely difficult to have all of your gear from your studio to the car, and from the car to the event, because before you know it, you have to go back and forth 8 times before you can have your car filled up, and then at the event. I have that problem. I don't know about you, but I do. And that's the reason why I actually checked out a video cart. And I think that might be of interest for you. I at least rented it only for 4 hours. So that means that I have to be very quick. And that's the reason why the next video is fully shot on the iPhone and also edited on the iPhone. But nevertheless, it gives you a very good impression on what the product is. And after this video, I will be coming back to explain to you what I actually ended up doing. So let's get started. Welcome to Tech on the Quick Look. Today we're going to talk about this AdiCam video cart. What I have here is the standard edition, standard plus actually. First and foremost, what is it? This is a cart that you can use for video productions, for photography, for that kind of stuff. As you can see, it's mobile. Well, it's still very big, but it is definitely more mobile than a typical cart is. So I think that's a fair statement. I did just today get it from the rental place that I've rented it for one day to try it out to see if it's something for me. There are 3 use cases. The first one is actually related to, can I put it somewhere in my living room or in the studio where I can put my gear on top of it and use it just every single week. That might be one of the use cases, but that one most likely will not be on this video, but the other 2 are. That is, can I actually produce a show on this product? And can I bring everything that I have for the extreme large setup? Can I actually put this on this cart and drive just once? Now I actually have to drive at least 8 times to get all of this behind me upstairs, downstairs from my apartment room all the way to my car. So let's talk a little bit about the AdiCam and what you see right here. So this is the cart. This is the standard plus edition, which is actually middle of the line. So standard is this one. Then you've got a smaller one, which is the mini, which is just less long. And then you've got the maxi, which is right about here. It's even longer than this one that I have in front of me. So you can imagine that maxis are really maxed out. So I got it today from the rental place, and it was extremely heavy to get it into the car, but I managed all by myself. So, all right, today's video, so we're going to talk about this particular unit. By the way, nothing has been sponsored. I paid for it for myself, the rent for one day. Whew. So after just a few minutes, it's done. It's really done. Like I said earlier, it's quite a heavy beast, but once it's done, it really looks really nice. Come a little bit closer. Here you can see the carpet that is here. So that's your gear is safe. Also, what is really interesting, so this is a standard edition, but it's a standard plus. So that means that you can actually also open the side panel on one side, not of both sides. Let me do that for you, if I can. Oh, there it is. Look at this. So if you, for example, have a keyboard here, you can actually use this extra space to make sure that you have a good ergonomic work area. So that's the plus version of this cart. And let's go a little bit down a little bit more to this area. So again, carpet and 10-inch wheels. Really sturdy, big wheels that easily can navigate this cart. You have these nice bars to hold your hands. It's actually very ergonomic, and I really like it. What is also interesting is that it also has a lot of additional accessories. So for example, if you want to have a bucket here, you can do that. You can have a bucket there. You can actually have a C-stand adapter. You can have VSM mounts if you'd like. So there's a lot of functionality that this product has. So the idea is that now if you look at the part right here, you see this is all of the gear that I need to bring along if I have a extremely large setup. And the idea is, can I actually use this cart to either use this to avoid having to go from my apartment building that's on the first floor all the way to my car for 8 or 9 times? Can I make that maybe 1 or 2 times? So that's one of the use cases. Another use case is, can I actually use this as a way to produce a show? That would be also very interesting. And third and last is, can I put it somewhere in my living room to have it at my convenience and maybe use it for showcasing something for you as part of Taekwondo. So those are the use cases that we will definitely going to talk about. So let's go ahead and put something on top of it to see how things go. So the second use case is, can I use this cart for my extra large setup where I do not only register what's happening, but actually be part of the production itself. And I think that's where this cart really shines. As you can see, on top of this cart, I have my advanced panel, I have my audio panel, I've got my PTZ camera panel as well, and not 1 but 2 monitors, which makes sense because I have a 2ME switcher. Now these monitors are at the moment standing on their own stand. However, the AdiCam also has VSM mounts that levitate those monitors so that I have even more space on top of this unit. I really strongly think it's really great. If you look below, you see that the whole setup is right here. You can use everything you can just manually change something if you'd like. The network is there. Okay, granted it's vertical, but it works like a charm. And I think that this definitely, second use case, is a really big win. So let's go to the third one. The third use case is, can I bring all of the gear used by the extra large setup in one single time? And granted, with the exception of 1 monitor, at the moment, everything of that extra large setup is here on this cart. Look at it. Everything is on it. And I can actually just walk with it away. I'll just briefly do it a little bit also. So it's extremely easy to do, like so. So that is how easy it is. And I still have some space left. And of course, the second monitor will definitely be possible to put it on here as well. So third use case, I think, is a success with this setup right here. So to conclude, if you look at this cart, well, I think it's a great cart. I love how sturdy it is, though it's also really heavy. I do recall earlier today when I picked up this cart at the rental place, I was like, ooh, this is really heavy. Ooh, this is really big. So from that perspective, I'm a bit biased. Definitely, all 3 categories are successful. So that is definitely something that to think about. But is it something for me? Dad, what do you think?
I think it's just too heavy. And you can't have it in the apartment.
Okay.
You can't have it in the car together with your stuff, so it has to be in a van or something.
Yeah. So I need to rent a van to make this work.
Something like that, yeah.
So that's something to consider if you want to purchase something like this. Well, this is the end of the review. Tell me what you think and put it into the comments below. And see you next time. Bye-bye. Yes, so that was me a couple of days ago. Indeed, a very interesting setup, though I decided not to go with it, to be honest with you. So the reasoning was only and solely about the weight of it. The weight of the device is so big, it's so huge, it is so unbelievably heavy that I cannot even put it into my car perfectly, and I cannot carry it myself. If I would be with 2 or maybe more people in my company, I would definitely have very much interest in it. So if you have multiple people that you're working with, then definitely go ahead and buy it. In my opinion, this is really fantastic. It's a lifesaver. But if you're like me and you work both solo and sometimes with people, but not always with people, then I would highly suggest to rethink it a little bit, because it's very, very heavy and it's also quite big, even though you think it's small, but it's not small at all. Well, if you like this kind of content, go ahead and subscribe to this channel, like I said earlier. And also, if you need more assistance, then there's also the Calendly possibility that I referred to earlier. And that is this website right here, calendly.com/TechCondo. You can choose 30 minutes, 60 minutes, or 120 minutes. And that is really aimed towards, if you have a need for more help. All of the profits, we're not talking about profits, but all of the profits go directly into producing TechCondo. So you get also not only benefit for that Calendly appointment, but also later. Next week I'm not going to be live, but the first live show will be on the last Saturday of the month of May. Then I'm back in town, and I hope to see you then. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that everything is fine with you, and I see you next time. And if you have any comments about this video, please go ahead and write them down in the comments below. I will be checking them out, and I will be reacting to them. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Bye-bye.